have so much hair on my head.
Hello. Hello. Okay. Welcome to D&D. We're hot.
Shave it.
It's very hot here. It's about 87 degrees in this room right now. I'm sweating my ass off.
Where's it going?
I want to murder Cade. I want to absolutely kill him.
I missed it.
Welcome to episode 6 of Realm of the Chaos King. The website has been updated. Everything's good. The handouts are all up to date. Every single full episode has been released on our YouTube. The latest abridged episode just came out a couple days ago. If you're interested in catching up with the campaign, you can go over to our YouTube, look at the abridged episodes, catch up quickly, or relatively quickly. They're about 2 to 3 hours shorter than the actual sessions, but have all the meaty story bits in there as well. At any point during the session, we might have some handouts. You can just go over to the website that's linked down below, and you can read them on the website, and that's great, and that's fantastic. Best of D&D came out.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
What'd you do? What happened?
Let's not talk about it.
What happened?
I don't want to
I'm
talk
just
about it.
I'm just stupid.
I
I'm
don't-
stupid.
I don't want to
It's fine.
talk about it.
Great. But anyway, welcome. On Thursday, Dina, who's sitting right there, did a one-shot. It was supposed to be horror. We made a mess out of it.
Made it a horror.
Yeah, it was horrific. So go check that out on YouTube and on Twitch as well, because they were streamed at both places there as well. Other than that, I don't think I have any other announcements. So, if you hear fans in the background, I tried to limit that noise as much as possible. However,
We're so popular.
true. Those are the fans. It is, as I said, it is extremely hot. It is 100 degrees in Washington right now. So we have some fans going in the background, along as well as my AC. Tiny little AC. So if you hear that, just gonna have to deal with it, because if we turned it off, we might die. So anyway. You slept for the night. You all awake in the suite. Or, sorry. You're right. Dagamoris wakes up in Hector's house. Vivian, Eupheme, and Icklid awake in the suite.
When I woke up after the 4-hour rest,
Mhm.
I would have sent to Dagamaris.
Okay, what are you saying?
We're back at the inn. Where are you?
Hector's house.
Well, fuck it, I'll just use all my spells already. I'll send again.
Okay.
Are you going to the Underdark? Or are you... Or do you want to meet back up with the rest of us?
We can meet back up. Something came up. A person I knew is gone. Missing. I need to find her.
Okay. So, I'd say an hour goes by.
I'm awake.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to the inn then.
Okay.
Or
So-
just start walking.
I'd say around like 4 a.m. Dagamaris gets to the suite.
Yeah, I'll let him in.
Her name's Anina. I need you to send to her at some point. She's missing. She's a townsperson.
I'm trying to remember what Iglid said to me.
That she was in a place.
She was in a place, but did he mention her name? Did I hear her name at any point?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't know. How do you need a picture or do
It would help.
all right, yeah. Where's that pipe?
Okay. Smoke some sage.
Who don't want that image?
No, I'm kidding. There she is.
All right. I should wait until morning, though, right?
Yes. Yes, but that is who.
Okay, I can send to her in the
And
morning.
just- I don't know how she'll think, but it's. Or you can say Dagmars is in Schwenten and he wants to know if you're safe or not. And if you're not safe, where are you? Something like that. Because I'll go to her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
I will not be going to Underdark. At least not right now. So you don't need to worry about me just leaving. Alright? Alright. I need to go think or something.
And I just head off into a room and
Okay. I'd speak up a bit, by the way.
Oh,
I-
Gainslow?
Go for it.
Okay.
No, you. need to
I
speak
know.
up. Yeah, okay.
I'll go for it.
Okay. Okay. So, if you're just gonna sit in your room,
Mm-hmm.
3 hours goes by, I'd say. You, Feem, and Iklid wake up.
I'm gonna spend that time.
You. Oof. You feel bad.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll drink some water.
Hung over.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I spent the last 3 hours learning one of my spells. Since I have enough paper for one,
Okay. Which spell?
I have to decide.
Okay. But May 17th arises. What would you like to do?
I guess walk into the living room. Vivian, I know you said you talked with Dagamaris, and he's fine with dying, but is that... Is there not any other option? Can we do something? Don't you think it's kind of weird to just consign him to death?
We saw. You know we did. We saw him burn the tree.
Right.
We saw him destroy the city. There's nothing we can do. I mean, if there was some way to convince Titus to let Dagamaris live just a little bit longer, to help him do something about the Lord of Pestilence, to resolve any of that, I would do it, but you saw him.
Yeah, I don't think us alone could do anything, of course. But if he really doesn't want to die, then I don't know, how much help do you think your wizard friend would be?
I think in terms of the Lord of Pestilence and going down into the Underdark and trying to salvage whatever we can, I think he could help with that.
But not with Titus.
Titus doesn't know him. He's a powerful mage, but it's not like he's stronger than Titus. He's a human, and he has a fair bit of knowledge. Maybe we can try and bargain it. it's up to Hector.
Do you think that there is a good chance? Do you think that there's a good chance that he could help or not?
In this whole thing, or with Dagamaris?
Dagamaris. I mean, he's our friend, right? We can't just let him die. No matter what he did in the past.
I think he'd be the only one who could do anything. He's the one with the information that we could leverage.
You should probably just ask him. Because we need to be sure. I'm saying that because we could just go and get him. And not wait 3 months. I'm not saying that that's what I want to do. Just saying anything's preferable than to letting our friend be a sacrificial pawn to whatever means.
Iklid actually said something similar to that. Going to Cool first. To try and save his father.
Sure. That's not going to save Dagamaris from
I know.
Titus, though.
I just meant that it's just funny that it's definitely not my first choice of things I want to do, but I think you're right. I think logically it'd be smarter to go to Cruel now. Try and save Hector. We can see what information we might be able to get about the city before we go back to Titus. Use the information to beg for his life.
What kind of information do you think will be in the city for Titus?
Knowledge of their numbers, what it looks like, possible places to enter. I don't know, some plan to. I mean, it was a capital city.
Yeah, he's
He doesn't know what's there. At least I don't think he does.
he doesn't seem to be insecure about his own abilities, though. Don't think he cares.
There's 10 liches and 3 revived dragons.
I don't think he cares.
Are you implying that we go try and get Hector, and then try and resolve in some way what's going on underground before we go to Titus?
I just want to save Dagamaris. I don't know how that can happen, and I don't know your friend Hector. I'm just trying to think of something. So I thought I was strong enough to just be okay with it. And I don't think I am. I don't think I'm okay with just letting him stand alone against Titus Mirkwood.
What time would it be at this point?
Around 7:30 a.m.
Okay. I would come in at some point to the living room and just
Good morning. Could I have you send me that? Yes, please.
We were just talking about you.
Yes.
Somebody knows is missing. We were waiting until morning to send her a message.
The girl from that. You were at the bar she used to work at, the tavern.
Oh, Iklid saw her. He scryed on her.
At this point, Iklid also comes out, so. Hi.
So you scryed on that girl that's missing?
Yeah.
Is she okay?
Seemed to be. I couldn't really tell. She was, I think, writing in her journal? Maybe eating some soup. She was eating some soup, and the soup, I recognize the potatoes from Dunborough. Dunborough red potatoes, I think. And some oak on the wall. Dark oak? Or sorry, light oak.
Can you send to her, please?
I will send to the woman whose face I saw in the smoke.
Okay, yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Anina, my name is Vivian. I'm a friend of Dagomaris's. He was wondering if you are safe, and if you're not, where you are, so that we can come help.
Dagomaris? Oh, thank goodness he's okay. I'm safe. I don't think it's... okay to tell you where I am.
She said she's safe. And she seemed happy that you are okay. But she said she doesn't think she can tell me where she is, or if it's okay to tell me where she is.
That is alright. As long as she's safe. That is all that matters. Thank you. Alright. So you were talking about me?
Are you really okay with dying?
I will die at some point. I just want to be able to do something before I die. If I'm not able to accomplish what I wish, then no. I'm not okay dying. But it is not my choice. Titus will kill me. Or Humphrey. Or someone. Loth. I'm not sure. Someone will kill me.
We don't have to...
I was told, Vivian said that if I don't die, you all die. Is that correct?
That's what he said.
I don't see a way out of this.
But if we found one, then you would fight for it.
Absolutely.
Do you expect us to fight for it? I did just meet you. Like a month ago.
I don't expect you. That's why
I don't have much of an opinion on you, Dagomaris. I think you're intimidating. A bit scary sometimes. But I don't think that at this point, from what I've seen, you deserve death, but... and I'm making progress on this. But we met Titus. I've never been so afraid. And I don't know if I could physically fight him.
I couldn't. The way to get me out of this alive is not to fight Titus. There's no way that we can beat Titus. Not now, not in 3 months. Years, I don't have that. And I've thought about it, and I have accepted that I will die. I do not want to. But I cannot accept that I will die having done nothing for my people. That is the challenge that I face. And the thing is, there is nothing I can do except go to the Underdark, where I will most likely die. the only person that can go toe to toe with the Lord of Pestilence at this point is Titus. Not even Glaucon. And Titus will not be on my team. That is fine. But I need Titus to fight the Lord of Pestilence, and all I've been thinking about is ways to get him to do that. But I don't want to risk your lives, because if I die at the hands of the Lord of Pestilence, and not at Titus's hands, he will still kill you. Is that correct?
Yeah, he'll try.
Are you thinking of trying to lure the Lord of Pestilence?
I believe the Lord of Pestilence knows everywhere I am at every moment. So does Titus, or at least has the possibility of doing that. So yes, luring Titus to my location, which would happen to have the Lord of Pestilence there, or nearby. Because I take it Titus does not want to hear my voice, is that true? And I have a way of communicating with him. I have an earring that I can speak to him with. Well, him and all his people.
I have one of those too.
Yes. Where did you get that? Did he give it to you?
I got it in Cretois when we were helping.
Right, right.
When did you get one?
When I agreed to, it was the bear man. Whatever, Leo Red. I met with him after getting... It doesn't matter.
You got the
was
earring after you beat the shit out of you in prison.
Right. Leo Red gave me an earring when he beat me up before our trial. He put an earring on my ear. I didn't know it was there until Titus spoke into my ear that night. Titus and I have an interesting relationship. Not because of the reasons that he wants to kill me, but also because I had apologized and said I would work for him. He sent me here to Sventon. I lived here for a few months, tried to live a normal life, and I was supposed to be captured because Titus told me I would be. And I was supposed to go. And there's this whole thing. Titus would not be happy that I turned against him again, and that I did not fight with him against the High Elves. I did not know that was the outcome that was going to happen. I was just trying to make up for the mistakes of my past. And look at where that got me. More mistakes and more hatred from that man.
So you helped them?
I did not know. I went in. There was nothing I did. All I was told was to get captured. That was it. And that I would know the moment. Titus said, you will be captured by the High Elves in Sventon, and at some point, you will know a signal. And I didn't know the signal, and I got beat up, ended up having some scrolls handed to me, an earring put on without my knowledge. Titus speaks into my ear and says, I will see you at the trial, or something. And at the trial, there was the moment, and I had a choice to either fight with Titus or against him, and I could not see those people die. So I chose to go against him again. That could have been the moment when I see, but even then, he still would have killed me at some point. That would have maybe delayed it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any way he doesn't try to kill you.
But it is not my fault, Libby. About the High Elves. I did not know that was going to happen.
I believe you.
I've been trying to seek redemption for my past actions ever since I came back up from the Underdark, being tortured. And I know I hurt you again with a letter and by leaving you. But I had to go seek some other things. So I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, Iplit, you do not know me. You're right, I am scary. It is something I used to use.
I don't know you that well either,
Yes, I'm sorry.
but I do know that these things are measured when things get hard. It's not as easy to stay together. It's not as easy to do the right thing. It would be easy to just, I don't know, somehow overpower you and deliver you to Titus, but with the path that I've led and the road that I've walked personally, it would break me to do that.
I will not.
I can't abandon you. I can't abandon anyone.
The only time I will struggle if you're trying to take me to Titus is if it is your will to take me to Titus. If it is Titus's will and he says, bring me Dagamaris now, unless if I'm very close to doing my goal, I will go willfully. But now, if you turn on me tomorrow, I will kill each and every one of you. And I'm not trying to threaten you, but I do not want to be turned in now. I want as much time as I can to live.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of doing that.
No, but I will not fight against you. I don't want you to think that I will put up a fight.
I wish there was a better way. It seems like the only people who have power right now are fucking disgusting.
I have died twice in my life. Not actually died, but I would say mentally. One, when I see all my people get turned into rats, and my mother changed in front of me, and the Lord of Pestilence lets me live. And the other, when I tried to kill myself thousands of times. At some point, something in you dies, or changes. And I know I've spoken more now than I have in the past. But now I only have 3 months left to say all the words that a lifetime would fill. And I'm an elf. I'm 53, possibly 54. I do not know my birthday. That is a fraction of the life I could live. 3 months is but a second, a millisecond in the full life I would live.
It seems like you've had everything taken from you. Bit by bit.
Yes. The worst feeling is knowing that people think that it is your own fault that you're in this situation. Parts of it are. Sometimes I just hate circumstance. But I need to get to my people. That is my ultimate goal before I die. However we go about that, that is what I need. Or if we find a way for me to survive. But I know you need to find Hector. And I do not know what you need, but you said you needed a goal from us. And you trying to find your father.
I'm not going into the Underdark if it is a being only capable of being bested possibly by that man. There's nothing for me there. At least I don't think so. It seems...
I would not take you to the Underdark. I hope we don't have to go to the Underdark.
Again.
But if I was able to, I thought about it last night. I don't know how it would work. if I made Titus angry enough, I feel like he'd come himself to try and kill me. And I would hope that maybe the Lord of Pestilence would come too. But he might not give a shit about me. I am just one drow.
Did all the drow get tortured?
No. Oh, did other drow? I'm not sure. They got changed into rats. I don't know. They didn't get tortured for months. There was something I don't understand why he kept me alive and did not change me into a rat.
How did you get out?
Our demigod or something. His name is Glorbax. He came and he he saved me, and then he brought me back to Tristfall, and I stayed there in that area for a while.
How did he find you?
Archmage Ferossea has scryed on me many times and would see me, and that is how Archmage Ferossea said that he was going to send someone to save me, and he did.
Did they ever tell you why they were going... what they were going to use you for?
Yes. It was going to be for getting... It was like a pawn for my people, information and also just control. Because if I have any sort of leverage over a race, they could use that. I'm still not sure now, because Glaucon does not have a good history with elves or Erlandi.
It just doesn't make sense. The remaining Erlendi are in the Forest of Amderon, or they're already turned into rats. I don't know what influence they were hoping you would have.
They also had a very similar request in the past to what Titus is asking. They wanted me to bring you to them. But it seems like you found them on your own many times.
Maybe they wanted the magic.
I'm not sure.
You don't know why.
I do not know why.
They
Well,
didn't say that they were going to kill me, or...
it was implied. But at the time, I was chained to a chair in Heimdallas, and all I could say was, yes, I will be a pawn of the king. Now, has that happened? Has anything come of that? No. And was I going to turn you in? I don't know. But it does not matter now because I will not.
The Erlendi have a special magic. And they're wizards, right? So they would want it?
I am not sure. I do not know the magic of our people. And it doesn't seem you do. I mean, from what you said, research-wise, maybe.
We found some interesting things and
I learned
we
some.
ended up.
Yes.
I learned some of it. Do you think that's... It doesn't matter.
Do I think what? Well, now knowing what we know,
Why wouldn't they go for the other drow witch, Fenton?
instead of just you.
Yes.
Well, you have a
Well,
history
now we
with
know
the
that-
Maxim, don't you?
Well, now we know Archmage Ferossea has a personal connection to you. So
Yeah.
maybe it was just a vendetta against you. And maybe Glaucon had nothing to do with that whole request of bringing you in.
Seems like the type.
It doesn't...
And I don't think that, well, from what we saw, Do we think we know that they know about the drow in Trenton?
I don't
Is
believe.
it
I don't.
divination archmage. I mean, if
Well, you
anyone,
have to know about something in order to.
I don't
Fine.
believe they do because I didn't know about it and I lived here for months. Not like I would have walked around asking about the drow, but
For all we know, they could be lying.
that there are drow here. I doubt that's a lie because it is unlikely that there are so many ways to get into the Underdark or out and dig a hole. Other drow must have just stumbled out at some point. They can't all stumble into the forest. So it is likely that there are drow out here. You said you saw one fighting with Titus.
Yes.
She's the only other drow I've seen other than the druid. Well, he was half. But and I know Ferossea said she wouldn't let me see the drow here.
She will?
She will not.
Oh.
she told us not until she can trust us more.
Yes.
Which I think is
And I walked in
Ridiculous.
after they already said that they were going to kill me. Not her, sorry, Titus. So she has a different thought process on me.
Maybe there's something we can do for them now that would allow you to talk to them. The way that Euphine brought up a good point that the only person that we know that has any power to match, not to match, but to leverage would be Hector. Maybe
And where is Hector?
I say this. He's in Cruel.
Are we certain about his capabilities? I mean, I don't mean to sound rude, but he can't be a cure-all.
I don't think he is. I just think that right now anybody who has any monicum of power is a useful ally. And yes, I am also personally invested in saving him, but he was doing research on the Erlendi. He's been down there. Maybe if we didn't wait the 3 months to go into Cruel, and we tried to go earlier, maybe he could take us, we could go down there all together, and then we would have a much better chance than just the 3 of us, if Euphine came along.
I don't think we have a chance anyways. If we go into the Underdark, I don't think there is a chance for any of us.
Well, maybe we could just sneak through. And we could get to the Forest of Andron. Or maybe there's something that Ferossea could have us do as well to gain her trust, so you can speak to the drow on this side of the barrier. And then if we can get through to the other side before the 3 months are up, then at least you've seen them.
I would like to see the ones that are already here in Schventon first. Because if I'm not able to talk to them and they won't listen to me, then there's no point in me trying to reach the rest of them. And I will have failed.
I'm not a big planner. You guys talk about not being strong enough or there being no point in doing this or whatever is all for naught, I think we need to decide what we want. And then move on from there. Because you can make what you want a reality, no matter what the odds are.
That is not true.
I
My,
guess.
my entire life, my reality was I was going to kill the Lord of Pestilence. And that will not happen.
I think you've given up. And that's up to you to do. I won't say anything against it, but that is what happened.
And how are we going to find the drow here in Schventon? How are Ferossea? Well, she doesn't trust me, that's for sure.
Yeah, she seemed pretty serious about not letting us talk to them.
She said because she doesn't trust us yet. So maybe if we can ask her if she has something that we can do to earn her trust. She was there, she knows that we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, she also didn't really seem to care.
It's worth asking.
Yes, I think it's a good idea to ask, but we should also think about seeing if we can find them without her.
The only way I can think about doing that is somehow knowing that she's going to see them and then scrying on her. That is the only way.
It's not a bad idea.
There's no way to guarantee that she's going there.
Right. I was also just thinking of.
Or once she gets there and we scry, there's no knowing where she is.
Yeah. I was thinking of maybe watching the guard, tailing them. I don't know, finding some information.
What is the goal of talking to them again?
I just want to talk to them.
Why?
To help them. They're lost.
He hasn't seen another other than me since he came back up.
They're lost, they're alone, and they're confused.
I would just like to speak to one of them, at least. Because if I can reach them and understand. Because if I cannot reach one of them, there's no chance that I can reach the other drow that are in the forest and make them understand that they should not follow Loth, that there is good up here. They're very hateful. When we are trained in the Underdark, we are taught a lot of hate. That the world hates us, which they do. But it is not all hate, there is good. In the Underdark there was no good. And I lived a very lavish lifestyle, as lavish as you can, there.
And you think you can change their minds in a day?
No. But if I see hope, if I feel hopeful, if not, I will give up my goal and I will go find Hector, we will go into this Scar pool, and then I will die.
The ones on this side of the wall. I mean, I just don't think you would have to give up if the ones who have been imprisoned since they escaped don't want to listen. The ones in Andron, I mean, who knows? You know, maybe the Wood Elves have already spoken with them. Maybe they've been trapped in there and they would take any excuse to get out. I wouldn't give up because...
Then that would be not my goal, that would be your goal, or someone else's. Someone else that has longer to live than 3 months. You scoff at me because you don't think that is true, but you've seen Titus.
It was a sigh of sadness. I'm just sad that that's a fact.
Yes.
I wish I had more power
I wish I did too.
to change that. there's all these. There's liches that actually exist, and a human who floats in a chair, and a god rampaging the Underdark. It's all these behemoths just picking off us little people.
But the thing is, we are still more than the little people.
It's still not enough.
No, it is not. But we are not little people. But neither are anyone else. I thought Titus was a little person. And now look at what he's become.
What, a monster?
Yes. So if a little person can become a monster, then think about what someone like us could become. Not saying monster, but
Maybe we can gather intel on them. I'm just throwing out ideas. I can scry on the Lord of Pestilence. If you tell me what he looks like.
I don't want to see where the Lord of Pestilence
Well,
is.
you wouldn't. I would.
I don't want you to see that.
Well, I'm not going into the Underdark to help fight him. So I've seen bad things. I'm sure it's not great. And I get that.
Then would you scry on him right now?
I could. We could also scry on Titus Mirkwood.
I do not want to scry on Titus.
He'll
I
see
do not.
you.
I do not
He
want to.
wouldn't know that it was us. At this point, right, he has archmages also looking at him. And
That is
Glaucon,
true,
and
but I do not want to die sooner.
That's true.
he would have no way of knowing
There,
it was us.
that is true.
Why would
However,
we scry on
he
Titus
is
Mirkwood anyway?
he has woken me up.
For information.
He has
I saw
woken
him
me up
today.
saying that I woke him up, and
I saw
I have
him
done
yesterday.
nothing. I've said nothing to him, and he has woken up. He's woken me up in my ear and said that I've woken him up. He blames everything on me. Everything that happens to him, he blames on me. Every bad thing is mine to blame. I just don't want to mess with Titus. Until the moment I believe I should die.
Maybe that's the way out.
What?
He wants to see you suffer. Does he know that you were tortured for months underground?
Yes.
And he knows about your fate? Or your destiny? What it was supposed to be with the Lord of Pestilence? He knows
believe
about the
so.
pestilent drow?
He knows about the drow. I believe. Well, they know.
Titus wouldn't even let me help you convince him to go to the end, which is something that's in his interest. I don't think you can talk to him.
I was able to speak with him.
I'm not interested in talking to him.
You just wanted to see what he was up to.
I was
I
just
don't know.
saying
Like
that as a way to
at night, I don't know. Maybe a weakness when he doesn't think anyone can see. I don't
That is a good idea.
I would end it as soon as it looked as if he would see me. I don't know. That's all I can do to help.
And those are very helpful things. Thank you. I'm just scared. Because I do not want Titus to appear next to me and kill me now.
I've read a lot of magic, and unless he knows your exact location, there's no way he could teleport to you.
We are in the inn that I saw his people in.
Yes. Well,
Also-
if we were not here, he would not know where you
That
were.
is true.
That is what I am saying. The only reason why those people knew is because we were forced to tell him.
I also think it's wrong to underestimate a person to his powers that we've never seen before.
So I can agree with that. I just, like you were saying, I don't think it's a. Never mind.
How many times can you scry? Do you know before your energy is sapped?
Twice, but I can do it again in 30 minutes to an hour. 2 more times. I can only siphon power from. It's strange. It's not mine. I don't feel exhausted. I I just can't tap into it anymore. Like I'm being cut off.
Then could you scry on the Lord of Pestilence?
I could try. Although if he's a god, my power is far less. But I can try if you would like me to.
That is up to you. That is your choice.
What are you looking to find? I just sort of threw ideas out.
I just wanted to see what he is doing.
Do you want to show him his face?
I would need to see it for the best.
I can show you his face. Do you want to do it?
No.
Then you do not have to. I just want to know what he's doing because, like you said with Titus, maybe there is a weakness. I just want to know if he's on the move, if he's just sitting in a room, if he's speaking to someone.
He never told you why he wanted to destroy the Airland.
Not that I remember. He did speak to me once. But at that time, I was waking up. My arms and legs chopped off. Strapped to the ground. I wasn't really listening to him. I was thinking I was going to die any second. And that was the only time he spoke to me. But I do not remember really what he said. I just remember that he wanted me to suffer and that I would not... He just told me that I would not be able to die and that I would lay there for the rest of my life. Never die.
Wonder why he doesn't come out.
I do not know. But I'm nervous for it if he does. Because no one can stand a chance against him except for possibly Titus, but no normal person can defeat those armies. It is up to you, Icklid. Or up to all of us. I do not know. Just because if I know that he is doing nothing, then I only have to be worried about Titus. I do not have to be worried about him as well.
Well, Vivian said that I had to use my power. So I'll do it.
Well, if you are willing, I will show you his face. Is that what you need?
That would help.
All right. I take the pipe and I...
Okay, so what do you see? The smoke coalesces into the last image Dagamar saw of the Lord of Pestilence. You see what looks to be a high elven man. Shirtless, thin, but not muscular, but not deathly skinny either. He appears to be wearing fine pants, very well tailored and form-fitting, no shoes upon his feet, and very, very thin and incredibly long hair, although you can't see the color of it, but it comes down to about his hips, straight down like water. His face is chiseled, but old, a bit haggard. His nose long, with a wide bridge and a mouth that sort of stretches a bit long upon the face. Not unnaturally so, but a wide mouth with moderately plump lips. He appears to have his hair middle parted as it pours down, and ears that shoot straight up.
Okay. That
Looks
is
like
it.
a,
Yes.
like an elf.
Yeah, that's weird. you think?
That is him.
I mean, Ivar took the form of an old man, so I suppose it doesn't matter what form they decide to take.
I don't believe he took a form. He was a vampire before.
Before he was a god?
I know that.
Good stories.
I believe so. His name, Viscardi Morgan. He'd been locked away for hundreds of years in the Underdark, and then he somehow got out. I do not remember. You only hear tales. But all I know is that I was born to save the drow. It was not specified that I was supposed to kill him, but when he is killing all the drow, there's only one way to save them.
Have you been to Viscardi's Mar?
No. I've not. Should I go there?
That's in a central one?
Yes.
It is.
I just mean that if there's any information on
On him?
him, and we can't go into the Underdark without almost certain death. I mean, I don't know what the Mar
I
holds. I
just-
just see it on the map.
I am fine going there. I know you want to go to Cruel instead, but I'd much rather go to a place that maybe won't kill me immediately.
Well,
But
my father might be cruel, judging by the journal that we found.
I know. Would you like to scry on him?
And he sort of like pulls his bag, sits on the couch, pulls out the crystal ball, the rat, baths, comes over. Bats grabs the orb, sort of rubs it a bit. You see the small imp collapse down his hands, put a window in front of the book, a jagged edge window in front of the book. Picklet. All the pages.
He has to roll a fucking nat 20, baby. Let's go.
No. It's Viscardi that's saving against it.
Natty 1, baby.
That's the only way.
I know.
It was a plus 15. And that's minus 2 from the likeness.
Damn it.
He, for a moment, he his eyes roll back, green. Scribe on a god.
You okay?
Closes his book. No.
That didn't work.
It's very unpleasant.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Did you see anything?
No.
Okay, we can cross that one off. But at least we're doing something. Rather than sit around and talk about all the things we can't do. I think. Dagomars, have you ever heard of the word Urachmiel?
Do I have to roll
Make a history check for me.
Oh, baby. Roll high or die, babe.
Oh, add inspiration.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know this is happening unless you'll allow me to add inspiration.
I'll allow it.
Inspiration!
I get inspiration?
No. Bardic
Bardic
inspiration.
Bardic
Oh,
inspiration.
I was like, fucking what?
Bardic inspiration
Hey,
and
you used
guidance.
inspiration, babe. So that's a 6?
D6
Yeah,
and a
so
D4.
And a D4.
Oh,
Oh, you're guidancing as well?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can.
why not?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll allow.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll those both first. That is. Did you say why?
Didn't do your thing.
No, this,
Mess up your juju.
no, I gotta.
No doubt in this roll.
13.
plus guidance and
Oh, yeah. I rolled an 8 plus 5.
yeah, you don't know.
Nope.
I can't roll a history check?
No.
I read a lot of history. I was locked in a room. In the tallest tower.
I have a +7. No.
No, I
Alright.
do
You
not.
wouldn't have access to the history
I
that he
know.
does.
I do not remember.
All right.
I'm not in the mindset to think back on my readings.
Sure. It's a weird word I found in the book about Viscardi Morgan. So I just thought you might know what it was. I think it's probably just a. You know what?
I may have to try again at some point, but I do not. I would have to see the word, and I'd have to maybe read the book.
Do you think those eggheads at the library might know?
I do not know. Is it supposed to be? Is it Irlandish?
I have no idea what it is.
I mean, there's no point. There's no harm.
We could ask the other drow if we get a chance to talk to them.
Yeah.
If we believe it is. I don't know. It wouldn't be undercommon, would it?
I don't speak
Could it be a
Undercommon.
name? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
If anyone knows, it's probably the drow over the humans.
Yes. Was there context in the book?
No, it's just smack in the middle with no context at all. The
Can
book
I-
is poorly written. Sure, you can
Can I see
actually
it?
take it.
And you point me to the page.
Oh, sure, yeah. I want you to the page.
Can I make a 1 at disadvantage? No guidance or anything?
God, he's really.
Two nat 20s.
Don't knock yourself
Again,
down so
you can
far. You might
again
be
he can
judged.
give guidance and inspiration as much as he wants. So you would have guidance and inspiration if you're trying to think of it again. If he wants to give it to you.
Now that I see the word.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Because reading a book.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. Reading a book is different because even with me, it's like I don't know the word, but then I read it because you don't know how it's pronounced.
I could be pronouncing it wrong. I tend to do that.
Meal.
I'm not gonna correct you guys.
Two nat 20s. Nice.
There's no one. Well, don't say that.
Oh, mama.
13 again.
Whoa, what?
That was
That was
7.
6.
7. Well, that was 6 plus 1 plus 6.
You rolled a
13.
6 this time. Watch this.
Oh, plus 1. 14, baby.
Rolled a 15.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Damn.
17.
Everyone
Wow.
should roll except for
I had to roll at disadvantage. I rolled a 17.
Wait,
and a
here, I'll
6,
roll with
okay?
disadvantage. Natural 20.
No.
Yeah.
Two natural
I didn't
20s?
even
Yeah.
hear you roll a dice.
2 natural 20s.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
That one wasn't so good.
No, I just not in. I do not know.
I'm thinking it's probably just a misprint. You could take that book if you like.
I've never heard of it before.
I do not want the book. Thank you, though.
Okay, I'll keep it.
So at least in terms of what we can do now.
We can go.
We could use some money.
We could use some money. We could ask,
Ferossea for a job.
actually,
There's work boards as well.
Did I pass by the work board with the child?
There are multiple work boards. It's
Okay.
not just one. You only saw it. Again, Iklad's the only one that looked at it.
Okay.
I do have
And
to
there are
go at some
multiple.
point. Go to the. I have some clothes that I was going to get today. Just and in the few days as well, but I don't need those if we leave.
maybe if we do try and get some money, we could do something on a work board here without asking Ferossea first. just maybe that would show some initiative in trying to gain her trust that we're helping Fenton.
Sure.
And maybe that would convince her, and then
Money would be nice.
money would be nice, and if we help the town, then that is just a net benefit for
You
us.
see a little nosebleed from Anklet.
Do you drink too much?
No, a god just spoke through him.
Shouldn't they be really good at that?
You can cast detect magic, right?
I believe so.
Can you do it on yourself for me? Please?
Sure, it'll take a bit.
Okay.
Indeed. The orb that he previously smushed in between the paper, Vaz grabs it, puts it in the bag, and then the pages flip back and forth. After about 10 minutes, he doesn't see anything.
On your mind at any.
I can't look in my mind. Do you have a mirror?
There's one in the
I
bathroom.
can use my sword.
Sure.
Take out my sword. Don't get any smudges on the blade.
I don't see anything, no.
Okay.
Gods, undead. Gods. And all the good ones are silent. What about your friend? Glorbax, he saved you, right? Where's he?
I'm not sure. He didn't. I would say he wasn't my friend. He was on an errand to pick me up. I didn't.
I could scroll on him.
Either way, if it's somebody who can save you from your torturous prison, he's got to be powerful, right?
That's true, but
He is very powerful.
sure.
Am I crazy? Why haven't we just talked about this before?
Because he works for Glaucon.
He does not like me.
He didn't really like me either, but he was sent to save me. I didn't really have anything against him. It's just he works for Glaucon.
It's probably worth it to scry on him. The last time I spoke to him, he was going to protect Heimdall's from Glaucon.
From Glaucon.
I don't know anything that happened after that. I don't know. I assume.
Maybe
He heard that, I think Osiris said that he told him Glaucon was going to go and attack Heimdall's, and he went there. I don't know what to do.
And if he is not with Glaucon, then that is good. So please. But do you need to see him?
Yes, please.
You want to go? You've seen him more often than I.
Sure. I will
Okay, so
bring
you.
up the face of Glorbax.
The boy himself, Glorbax Brandsbane, appears in front of you, his side part coming down to about his shoulders, broad facial features, and wearing a ornate set of armor. Full plate, dragons curling on either shoulder, and a large great warhammer on his back. Oh. Pulls out the orb again, gives it to Bats. Same. The window appears in front of him. Eyes roll back into his head. And light blue upon the underside of the glass. Okay. Okay, I saw him. Looks to be asleep. On a bed. I ended it rather quickly because I saw Titus next to him. He appeared to be reading him a book.
So I everyone's joined Titus.
I don't think he was conscious.
Was he chained?
Didn't look like it.
Did he notice you?
No, he was reading. I stopped it as soon as I saw him.
Was he reading out loud?
Looked like it.
Do you remember any words that he might have said?
It just sounded like a fictional book, maybe? I don't know, it seemed fantastical, written in that sort of prose,
Maybe he's being brainwashed.
maybe.
Maybe.
Damn it.
Perhaps he is sleeping. We could try sending to him.
I do not want to send to him when Titus is sitting next to him.
Do you think he could hear it?
No, but don't you... We respond out loud when you respond to a sending, do you not?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's stupid. I don't know if people asleep could.
If you would like to send Vivian and just start it off with, this is Vivian, well, I do not know. If he does not like you, then
You should wait.
I should wait. I don't think.
He won't be able to reply if Titus is sitting right there.
or you could say
I
that
don't. I was just. Again, I'm just trying to throw things out.
I don't know. These are good ideas. All I'm saying is we could send at some point to Lorvax, and if we, because we will not know if he's next to Titus or not, we could say you do not have to respond, but the Lord of Pestilences, we could lie, growing stronger, and that Titus is the only one that can take care of that. So maybe Glorvax has power to convince Titus, if he's awake, if he's conscious, I do not know. But you could just say, you do not need to respond, but... and then make up whatever lie.
I
That's...
just advise that we don't do it right now because we know for a fact that Titus is
I
there.
agree, I'm just saying at some point.
Mhm.
I wish anyone else.
Could send?
Yes.
Well, do you
It's
have...
not a bad idea.
Do you have a way to give me sending?
No. Osiris did because he had the ring. I could cast a spell into it and he could use it.
And there was no items at that one shop, right? The magic shop that would do that? No.
Is Osiris gonna help us?
Well, the Maxim is involved. So I'd imagine he'd want... I haven't talked to him because I don't know how he's going to take us
Siding with
siding with Titus. I
Okay.
don't have a...
So it's us.
I'm going to ask him eventually. I'm just being a bit of a coward about it. He should be reaching his family's home around now, right? It's been about...
Still got about a month and a half.
He's still in the middle.
No, he's got 1 month. Around.
He's still in the middle of his journey back to his manor.
Yeah, I'm just drawing the lines in my head. It's us three. Maybe Hector. Yahara.
Condria.
Condria.
Hopefully Osiris. Probably not Nasu.
It's pretty slim pickings.
If Glorvax is on Titus's side, then that's probably a good thing in the grand scheme of things.
Why?
He's very powerful.
Why would we want Glorvax to be on Titus's side?
Because if we can convince Titus to go after the people he should go after, it'll be easier for everyone.
Sure. I'd rather him
I
be on our
understand
side.
it's not a good idea that, I mean, if he... I get what you mean, sorry. We're talking about...
You mean
different
rather than being on Glaucon's side?
Yes.
Oh. Well, yeah. Glaucon's the only, well, Glaucon is definitely a loser here. But how do we win? We found some pretty weird items in the Underdog last time we went. Maybe there's some magic stick in pools that just blow everything up.
I believe we are fairly, well, I'm not sure, but I believe I came up relatively, not close to this area, but my city should be somewhere near-ish around here. And I do know my way around my city.
Is there anything there that could help us?
I'm not sure. I really do not know. But I also do not know
That's simply not true.
What? That there's things?
Oh yeah.
I know that
You
there's
bore
things.
witness to some crazy artifacts in the
Oh,
in
did
the
I?
Underdark. Again, you saw items that were used to control beholders.
Yeah.
You saw items that were used to create driders. You were privy to a lot of process. You didn't know the actual mechanics of creating a drider, although these two now know. Although they saw the
The betas.
unsuccessful
Yeah.
version of that. But no, there you were, and
I
again,
didn't know if I was just locked in my
you
front
were in
room.
the capital of the Drow in the Underdark.
Hmm.
That was the capital city.
Gotcha.
Okay, we'll go there.
There were quite a bit of items, yes. But I also lived in the capital, and I feel like if we do not know the location of the Lord of Pestilence, that's probably where he is.
Sure.
We could try pools.
If you think it's worth it. I would hate to go there and see a room full of nothing.
I would hate to go there and see a room full of rats or more of the creatures we already saw.
Pools is also on the way to Cruel.
Pools is
Technically.
we can. Hector's research home is in Waldoboro, correct? Hector's research facility shack was in Waldoboro. Pools is on the way down there. We could take a ship to Cruel. It's all on the same way. It's possible that.
How long will that take?
How long would it take? Do I think? Do I know by ship?
To get to what? Cruel?
To get to Cruel, if we go by ship
From
specifically,
Waldoboro, it would take about a week and 5 days, I'd say.
A week and 5 days by ship.
From Waldoboro?
And then we could circumvent the entirety of the land path to Cruel that we passed through on our way back. I don't want to have to fight our way through. It's only going to get worse the closer we get to Cruel. If we go by water, then maybe we can try and sneak through and avoid most of it.
By swimming in?
Wasn't that where
That's where Hector lost.
his ship mates or whatever?
Yes. I need the map.
It's dangerous, but they were just regular people, so.
That is true.
Yes, but
So we go to Pools and then we make our way down to Waldoboro?
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. First, I'd like to try and see if I can talk to any of the Drow. So I'd like to
Yes.
talk to Ferossea.
first, I mean, maybe. Well, like I said, maybe if we did one of the jobs on the work boards, we could come to her with that success and then
And then ask.
ask. Okay. So.
And if we go to Pools, and I happen to go into the Underdark, and the Lord of Pestilence tries to kill me, I
Waldoboro,
will call Titus.
Cruel. Wow, it's not as far down as I thought it was originally in my head.
Would
Yeah.
Wait, no.
How
He was,
Hector is out.
his research facility was in Trullo.
Trullo. Okay.
Closer.
Can we go by Trullo?
That's a port.
Okay. It's pretty easy. His family is in Waldoboro.
His family's
Okay, that's where my brain was going.
And we know that there's a port down here in the Cruel? Or can we
We
just
don't know that you.
Could we
There's
just
no
techni-
port to Cruel.
No, could we just technically just like
You don't know.
If anything, we'll just climb the sheer cliffs or something.
We could have someone drop us off here, and then we could try and cross.
His family lives in Vegebrook.
Well, I don't know why I think there's anything Waldoboro. I'm just
He sailed out from
Yes.
Waldoboro.
That's where he found
Yes.
his captain's people.
No, that's not where he found his cat.
That was in Dumborough.
So we could try to contact the drow here in Schwenten. Go to Pools, go to Trullo, sail from Trullo to Cruel. And if I have to leave you in Pools, then that's where I leave you.
Why would you have to leave us in pools?
Because I do not know if I step foot in the Underdark, I do not know if suddenly I will be swarmed by rats. And if I am, I will call upon Titus.
Why do you think that there's? Are we going to the Underdark in Pools?
Is that not what we're going to Pools for?
Well, there's a door.
city
We've been
There's a city.
underneath, and I have the key to it.
Is that what the key is?
There was a matron mother's tomb we went to.
There was a matron mother's tomb we went to, but in the well.
I thought it was just
Underneath
a room.
there was
Right,
the
there's that
door
door with
of Gillian.
right.
And we have the key to it.
You
and
do?
You think that's the key to the city?
You think that's the key to that door?
I mean, that's the only place I've seen some kind of strange corkscrew keyhole, and I'll take out the key. And we found
Yeah,
this.
I remember the keyhole.
We found this in the ruin that we went to, in the ruins in Varantug Spine.
If it's a key to a city, then we shouldn't go there. It's just there's
If
no
we-
guarantee that there's anything in that city.
There's no guarantee, but like you said, if there are artifacts,
In a whole city?
we already
spent
went.
like how long? Months?
3 days.
We spent 3
in that
days in
city.
there. It was the month's journey to get there.
Yeah, it was 3. It felt like a long time, didn't it?
And if it's bad, we can just close the door again.
That is also where the hag was.
That is where the hag was.
Why not? Oh, but you don't want to go to the one here because it's the capital.
Yes.
But there's more likely to be.
There's probably better items, but there's also likely to be more of these pestilent drow, if not the Lord of Pestilence
Have you
himself.
met a Pestilent the Drow? Have you seen them?
No. I've just seen what
But you were in the Underdark and you did not see them.
I don't have any memory. No.
didn't see any rats at
No,
all.
we saw these creatures with.
You have some memory of them now.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, I remember a little bit from when Hector rescued me, but no, there were none in Varantug Spine. They were there. It was just a bunch of these horrific, soul-sucking, spider-like creatures and things with spears for arms and long
Giant
accordion
spiders with
necks and
wings.
yes, tarantulas.
Sounds like home. Sounds like home. No. Kind of. All right.
I mean, I think that's where I've already talked to you about the Illuminate Stone and Divine Barrier and soul transmutation, all that.
Right. Well,
This is all grasping at straws.
but it is better than doing nothing.
The further we
Good
go
point.
along, the more information we might be able to get.
Maybe.
And if I go there,
You are uncharacteristically pessimistic, Yuffie.
I'm not pessimistic. I'm just making sure that what we do is achieving our goal.
Making sure it matters.
Yeah. And looking through a city seems like a very, very low probability of finding anything useful. I mean, we looked through that city for 3 days and all I got was a sword. We had to destroy a giant gelatinous thing and her sledgehammer wielding legion in order to get a crown.
can I see the sword?
Sure.
We found the Matron Mother's crown, we found the key, and we found the scrying stone, the seer stone.
Nothing that would help us win in a fight.
Is there any Lolth shit on it?
No.
Oh, it's pre-Lolth, yeah.
So what are we doing now then?
Well, whatever the plan is,
Go to a work board, I suppose?
We don't have to go through the city. I just thought if you were saying if we could find artifacts, it might be helpful.
But-
It would be helpful to see if all of the Drow cities, or the old Erlendi cities, have turned into...
And I know not maybe the architecture of every Drow city, but I lived there.
I can scry on locations as well, if you give me an hour. If you want to look at a particular area as well, I can do that.
Alright.
Maybe.
Well,
It's more difficult.
alright. I know we want to go to pools instead, but I do know the way around the capital very well. So I could, if he scries on that and there are no pestilent drow.
I'm sorry. I can't scry on a location I haven't seen.
Alright.
whatever we're doing, I'm trusting you all with my sword and my life, because we all have the same goal, right?
Like,
I'm
believe
getting
so.
there.
Yes.
Slowly.
I do not want to sidetrack your goal just for me to go talk to some drow.
I can't have what I want until this is done. It's an impossibility. I just wish I was smart enough or more powerful enough to know what to do.
That is true.
Well, there are a lot of avenues we could take at least. I guess.
We can just start with today, and the plan can develop as we go. We don't have to set anything in stone.
Yeah, but now we've got this time limit, and I don't want to waste Adamars's time.
You're right, we have to be moving. But we can make judgment calls on what we spend that time doing when we get there.
Do you know if an evil god, if you pray to an evil god, can they kill you instantly?
Do I know if a god could just smite you just for saying what's up?
You don't know?
I would.
Won't even let me use my +7 to religion. No history, no religion, not religion.
You have a +7 to religion?
I do.
Nice.
If you want to roll a religion check.
Oh wait, no, I have a +3. I don't have proficiency.
Can I?
If you want to roll religion,
I-
anyone who has proficiency in religion,
I have half
Yeah.
proficiency.
Yeah,
then you can do it.
Yeah,
Let's
see, yeah, the
go.
residual paladin bullshit. I did not take proficiency in religion.
21.
Sexy.
16.
Okay. You have not heard of anyone getting smote by a deity, cleric, or paladin. Neither of you.
I mean, I used to pray to a fucking evil person, so.
Yeah. If she wanted to kill you, she could just,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
well,
She
maybe.
just yell at me.
Who knows? Yeah, she just
She
verbally
would be
abuse you.
angry, but me,
Alright. There is something you had mentioned at some point. A god named Ivar.
Yes.
Yeah, we met him a couple times.
Ben, he gave you gifts. Is this correct? You got.
I think
Something.
Vivian should tell you what happened.
Didn't something.
We got gifts. But there was also a lot taken away.
What is it? You just asked and he took away?
He had these cards. He offered them to us to draw from if we wanted any amount of cards we felt confident in. Some, he said, were amazing, and some would ruin us. He took away some of my intelligence that I haven't been able to recover. I did draw a card that allowed me a wish. Now, I didn't phrase it right, and I almost hurt Nasu because of that. But I did get the chance. If you're desperate enough and you have nothing but luck to rely on, I'm sure he'd be happy to offer cards.
On the record, don't think it's a good idea.
I
That's all I will say about that.
Did I see him charm Clink?
Nope.
Oh, I was unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not only that, but you never saw him do anything.
Motherfucker.
I'm just looking for options.
How do we even get in contact with a god?
Pray.
You want to pray to this Ivar?
If there's a deck of cards that could grant me a wish, if I'm
That's
desperate,
actually true.
I can pray to a god and I can risk my life.
Although I have read about Wish, there are limits.
You wouldn't be able to just smite down the Lord of Pestilence, but
No, what I would do is I would wish for Titus's anger towards me to switch to the Lord of Pestilence.
That's
that would be interesting.
it's actually that's an interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
That would be my wish.
If things get dire,
They cannot get dire to the point that I'm on death's door, you could say. But yes, I just didn't know if I didn't want to pray to Ivar and then have him, And I do not want to pray to the Lord of Pestilence, but if I have to speak to him, because I feel like at some point, if I ever meet Titus or the Lord of Pestilence, whichever I meet first, I will try to bait the other one.
it's a good plan.
Unless if it is the moment when you have to hand me off to Titus, then I will go willingly and I will not fight.
He just asked that we turn you over to him. If you stand before him and you call on somebody, I don't think.
If he gets mad at that, then he was going to kill us anyway.
Yes.
Which could be a possibility. We don't know. He's wild.
Yes. So are we going to go talk to board?
Drop board.
Right. All right. We'll go look. I know where one is.
There are many
I know.
across the town.
I know how to find one.
I'm gonna use a pearl of power to regain his plus one for level.
So, you open the sweet door.
Titus.
What's up, baby?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No. So you walk out, down into the bookstore. Oi. How's everyone's day doing?
It's going all right. Do you read lots of books?
I read a few.
I would have disguised myself, by the way. Not
It's a new
disguised-
person, by the way.
Okay.
Oh,
Used to be a dwarf.
Do you know this word? Can I see the book again?
Sure, the one that you didn't want to keep.
Which one? Which name?
The one.
You rock, man.
Never heard of it.
All right.
Sounds
I
like
don't
a-
read the Fontes books. What?
Oh, so you wouldn't know if it's like a misprint or just a bad copy or something?
I just work here.
Right.
I'm not a librarian. I like books. I don't like them that much.
Sure.
All right. Please your book back. Thank you.
Hey, are y'all heading out?
Yes.
You're suite 3, aye?
I think so.
Are you staying another night?
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Well, can I get that 2 silver from you? Oh,
I will fork
over. I have a gold piece. I give him a gold piece.
You won't change?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Gives you 8 silver.
8 silver. I chose watery sphere. By the way.
Okay. Alright.
We are
Have a
going
good
to-
one. Aye.
You know where the nearest board is?
It's right outside. To the
Nice.
left.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys walk outside into the busy streets of Schventon, seeing the tens of people going all around you through the streets of the city. You see some beggars, refugees coming in through carts. Some of them look injured. You see kids running to and fro between the crowds, along with people, again, selling fruits, juices on walking merchant carts. Hi, Orsenders! All of them sort of a bustling city within the southern realms. You look to the left down the street as more people come towards you, and you see a board up against one of the walls nearby, just to the left of a large bay window that juts out with a couple mannequins displaying some clothes right outside. You see 2 people look at it. One appears to like pull a tab off of one of the pieces of paper and walk away. You both walk over. And you see a few flyers. If you want to make an insight check, all 3 of you.
On the wood. It's trying to kill us.
Yeah.
30,
Wow,
20.
natural one.
30, 20.
17.
17, natural 1. Okay, so 30, 20. You see a story told within the flyers. You see a flyer about a burnt down home, one that you had heard about in the tavern. It seems interesting. A mysterious fire broke loose, and they appear to be paying a gold piece to help clear out the remnants of the damage. However, before that date, it looks to have happened on April 28th, was the date that it was done. Before that, you don't see much of anything. It looks like menial tasks. However, you do see an abundance of missing people posters piled from years back. Children, women, men, half-elven, human, dwarvish. Seems like multiple people spanning about 20 years back have gone missing, and very few of them have been solved, if any. The most recent one, a missing child. Last seen May 10th.
7 days ago, a week. It's the 17th.
Today's the 17th, yeah.
However, you do see some in April, and also in January as well, of this year.
And it's just missing. And just, is there a reward?
You notice that there is a space in between where there were dates where it looks pretty consistent every other month or so. However, December, November, and October, there were no missing peoples. With that insight, you would notice.
I will.
And there are addresses to their families' houses on each of them, asking for any information to be sent there.
I will.
You also see the missing for Anina on this workboard, and you have a address for the burnt down building, which is actually 5 gold pieces to help clear out the remnants.
I will relay this information to everyone.
Okay.
It seems like if we find any of these missing people, maybe Ferossea might take that as a. But it's challenging because there is no information.
Yeah. It's odd.
We can go to the addresses that are posted and try to ask.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's go to whatever address is the closest.
Do you want to go to do you want to go to the most recent one, or do you want to go to some of the ones prior?
Depending on how close it is.
You guys don't really know the distance
The
because
kid-
you guys don't know.
How old does the kid look?
There's no picture.
Does it say age? or
Some of them,
just-
the age was 10.
Some of them what? Have pictures or drawings?
Some of them do.
Does the one of the young boy?
The one that's most recently missing? No.
There's an address on that one.
There's an address on all of them.
I say we go to the most recent.
We can scry on.
The most-
If they can give us a picture, a painting, I can scry on them.
Or would you like to scry on the one that where there are photos of, or pictures of?
I suppose I could do that as well.
What's the closest one?
I'm going to say, even with your time in the city, you don't remember the city streets.
No, I'm not saying the closest one. I'm saying, if you're looking at the photos of the missing people, what's the one closest to our current date that has a photo?
Oh, one in
Because if
March.
okay.
Um,
If you'd like to scry, March is, if they are dead, then
Hickory, can I borrow your sphere?
Sure.
Was it out?
Alright, I'm gonna just spend a minute looking at the face of the
Okay.
person, their name, all
Okay.
that, just familiarizing myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Scry.
Okay, so the ring lights up, and you see ethereal hands swoosh it into a window yet again as it up to your face. You are unable to scry.
It just doesn't work. The reasons for that would be,
That person wasn't a child either.
that's fine.
sorry, the reasons for that would be,
Not on this plane or not alive.
I can't even scry on their body?
Nope.
Wow.
Did that work?
No. Which means that they are either dead or not on this plane.
And you're not able to scry again?
If I take an hour's rest, I can. But
What about-
otherwise, no.
You able to scry?
In about 30 minutes, I could.
Alright. Why don't we go try to go to the young boy, see if there's a
The most
picture.
recent one?
The most recent one. And then if we have
We should
information,
probably check out the fire as well.
we can check out the fire, sure. That is just for clearing out things. I don't really feel like Ferossea would care about that.
No, but why is, there could be a reason of the fire. It seems like there's a pattern here.
But there's one
If it
fire.
wasn't an accident.
Yes.
There's one fire recently.
Was there fires before?
Don't know. I'm fine with checking out one of these houses first, though. We have all the time in the world.
Yes.
Mm.
Alright. Then let us ask around for the address.
Oh, it's on there.
But ask around.
Okay, yeah, so it's 1008 Plains Road South. So, with that information, make an investigation check or a persuasion check, whichever one you want.
Persuasion check.
investigation.
17.
27.
Wow.
Wow. Hey.
23,
Okay.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So you both find directions relatively quickly. It is it is possibly the furthest village, the furthest outer village.
Do we walk by the village that I might cape?
What?
My cape. Is that we walk past
It's
that?
south.
Fuck. That's fine.
It appears to be southeast
Any
The
public
most southeast
transportation
corner.
in this village or in this town?
The address to the burned down house, is that on the way? If I
It is not on the way,
look
but there is an address if you wanted to instead find that as well. It looks to be on the southwestern part of the city, not in the outer villages, but in the actual city itself.
Okay. And how long do I think it would take for us to get that?
About 35 minutes. It would take you about an hour and 5 to get to the missing child house.
I found where the burned down home is. It would take us about 35 minutes to get there.
And the other one?
Like an hour.
More.
We could stop by the burned house if we want to.
Doesn't matter.
Well, 5 gold would be nice.
5 gold would be nice, and if they are in any way connected, otherwise it's just heavy labor, which is.
I would prefer to just go to the child if we can save as much time as possible.
That is fine.
If they happen to be related, we can always look into it another time.
Agreed.
It is up to all of you, obviously, but
You know, the missing child is. Life is more important than a burnt down house.
so where are we going?
To the child's house.
1008
Yeah,
Lane.
follow me.
Plains
Street, road.
North.
And that is where we're going to take a break at South. That is where we're going to take a break.
South. North if you're super south.
Thank you for joining us this far. We will be back in around 15 minutes.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Be right back, my friends.
My friends, and Cade.
Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that
No. No. Dude.
Can they see
Classic
this
strip. Yeah, they can see you.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch myself put on the glasses real quick.
Okay. You walk through the city.
Oh, I just missed it.
After about an hour, you reach Plains Road South, cutting off one of the many obtuse intersections of the city, filled with carts and pedestrians, mingling with the cobbled stone streets. You continue out of of the same city for another 20 minutes or so, until you reach the very outskirts. The May heat reaches you here, the city hiding you from the sun at least a bit. And as the sun beats down on you, mosquitoes start to come in and sort of like slap them off. And
I have a mosquito net.
you do have a net, and you're actually almost entirely covered, aren't you? So you're not affected. Dagamaris, you have your armor on? Okay, well you're mainly covered. Eupheme is getting eaten.
Lunch.
He's getting at as the mosquito sort of
It flew too.
and starts to get a little bit swampy out here. Just a bit. Not like in the bayou, but very much not the same atmosphere that you're used to this far out. Eventually, you come to a home, looks to be 2 stories tall, in the center of a little patch of dry land surrounded by the trees growing out from the more moist and humid atmosphere of this part of the city. You walk up the small stairs onto the patio that leads to the quaint door of the home. You knock. Eventually, a middle-aged man opens the door. Human, by the looks of it, and somewhat hefty. He appears to have a barely kempt beard that looks to have been neglected for quite some time, with eyes that are puffed and red, and cheeks that look to be a bit wet. Yeah? What do you want?
We were here to ask you for a bit more information about the missing boy. His name was on the poster, right?
Albus?
Albus.
What are your names?
Vivian.
Dagamaris.
I'm Eupheme.
Euclid? Alright. Come on in. Coming in?
Yep.
Okay. So once you enter the home, You see in front of you a staircase that curves to the left and leads up to the second floor. To the right is a living area, benches with various pelts hanging across them sit in front of an iron wood-burning stove and a thick stump table atop more pelts. To the left, past the extended staircase, is a cooking area. Slabs of stone atop coals and various iron pots rest atop countertops. All right, follow me upstairs. This is where my study is, and y'all can sit there. I'm just gonna get some things to give you information, if that's all right.
Yes.
Can I incite him real quick?
Sure, make an insight check.
Just to make sure.
It's good to be safe.
Hag!
Stop.
He looks like one. Smells like one.
13.
13 seems to be just somewhat grieving, maybe. So, the old man leads you upstairs, and on the second floor, you see 3 doors. 2 on the wall in front of you, and 1 at the end of the hall next to a ladder that leads to the very top floor, an attic maybe. The first door on the left leads to a small library of sorts, consisting of rustic bookshelves made of twine and thick branches upon one another and lining the right wall of the room. To the left of an armchair adorned with various pelts and an ottoman is a window in front of you that looks to look out towards the swampland, or the somewhat swampland. Again, it's not like a full swamp. Though it's weird. You feel like the window should be looking out somewhere else. It just doesn't feel right. All right. Y'all can take a seat. Read books if you want. I'm just gonna get in my study and bring out anything that might help you find my boy.
Do you have a photo or painting?
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm gonna get.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all look strapped.
Yes.
All right. Leaves and sort of like closes a little bit.
You said the window seems like it should be looking out somewhere else.
It just doesn't feel like the window is facing a good direction. Just this odd view. It's ugly.
Oh, you're saying that the architecture should be different.
Yeah.
Okay, but not necessarily that there's like
Something strange. about
something logically wrong with the reality of what is outside of the window.
No. It seems like that's what it would be looking out at.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It just gives
I
you a
don't know
weird
why
feeling.
I-
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah, you
weird.
just look out and you're like, that's ugly.
All right, you guys sit. Are you doing any reading?
Yeah, what books are there?
Make an investigation check, all of you.
Guidance for Vivian.
Can I assist someone?
Please.
Yeah,
Just 'cause
make
I
an
don't really-
assisting. Yeah, give someone advantage if you want.
Vivian.
Then Icklid will help you.
Cool. Oh, a natural 19 though. So
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Guidance.
Investigation. 23.
23.
3. Okay, so you find again there's some books lining in the bookshelves, and what looks to be a journal on the table.
Whose journal?
You can't really tell. It just doesn't look to have a label on it, so you'd assume that it's a journal at this point. It could be the man's.
Vivian, there's a weird book here.
I'll check out the journal.
Okay, then you'll investigate some of the books.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so you find Mountaineering and How to Be a Man, Tale
Nice.
of Thalassemir, of Amdaron, Ostentatious Throughout the Ages, The Path of the
Nice.
Berry, and you look at the journal. So you open it. April 7th, 1527 is the first entry. I've been having the strangest dreams as of late. The urge to drink huge amounts of water follows as soon as I wake. The dream has been the same for the past few nights. I awake in a damp cave, a flower in front of my face.
Fuck!
As I stare at the flower, the scenery shifts, and I'm on top of a mountain, looking down to the town on fire. Yet I cannot move, and then I wake. I'll have to contact a cleric of some sort to find out any meaning to these dreams. April 7th, 1527. Mr. Grenshaw.
Oh.
The next entry. The dream changed last night, and it was strange. I began the dream looking down on the town in flames, the smoke now billowing in my face. I felt calm somehow, breathing in the smoke as if it were fresh air. The light shone through the clouds behind me as I fell down into the pit of smoke and fire. Then I woke. The light was warm, caressing the nape of my neck. But the town was still on fire. This was somehow more unsettling than the last. The dream changed yet again, April 10th. They seem to be doing that a lot now. I sat atop the mountain once again, though this time I was facing away from the town. The smoke hot against my back, sweat dripped down my spine. The clouds opened once again, light shone through once again, yet this time I did not fall. A voice pierced through my mind, too loud for me to understand. As I grasped my head in pain, I fell yet again to the fiery pit below, and I woke. What is the purpose of these dreams? I do not know. Though a whelp of Bahamut of our temple has been contacted and says he may be able to assist. April 12th, 1527. It is Bahamut. The voice is that of Bahamut. He is speaking to me.
Oh, no.
I know it in my soul. What he is saying I do not know, and you continue to read. This is the same journal you read in pools.
Same journal.
You look through the pages. All of them empty.
Of the books?
Wow,
Every
it is a
single
fucking
one.
hag.
Every single one is empty.
We are in it. We are in the hag. We're here. It's the hag. It's the hag. We're here. She's
You
here.
hear a slight creaking outside the door,
Bitch!
and then
Wrong house.
it stops. Silence fills the room, and you hear absolutely nothing. After a long moment of silence, the door begins to creak open. You hear a subtle rolling coming towards the door.
Do I have enough time to call down a story?
You can try.
I'm gonna
Do
try.
I have enough time to cast Mage
How
Armor?
long does it take to use?
It's an action.
Yeah, 6 seconds. Okay.
Mage Armor.
Do you do that?
I have no idea
I would
what's
like
going
to
on.
flatten myself away from the door.
As
I'm
you
just
still,
I'm like,
as you all, you use your mage armor and you call down a story.
Shouldn't have made her.
I just say the night hag.
A small ball rolls in through the crack in the door, and then tied with coarse string haphazardly on the side of it.
A small. Do I know what that is?
It's just a cloth ball. Used to be tied up.
Then I'm gonna cast Mage Armor now.
Okay. So you
This
cast
is the
mage armor.
night hag. This is a night hag.
alright.
This is the night hag from pools.
I'm gonna activate my story immediately then.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3, which is Tale of the Beloved Friends. Me and a creature I see within 5 feet gains temporary hit points equal to a roll of my Bard Inspiration die plus my Charisma modifier. To Vivian.
Okay.
That'll be Bardic Inspiration plus Charisma. That's it. Okay. That'll be 9 points.
Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. I have used my 5th level spell slot for the day.
Just plug it into the. Literally, there's an extension cable right there.
Oh.
What are you guys doing?
Oh my god.
We're in danger, right?
Yes. This is a hag we fought when we went to pools. She got away. She's been following us.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Just
In the
kind of
room?
in the room.
Okay. So,
So that would be a Dex check.
Everyone makes a dex check, right?
yes.
Save?
Everyone.
Yes. You
But
do
then I
not
can
have
im-
careful
Not
spell.
you.
But then I can immediately stop it.
You can.
Yeah. Because everyone it would then be advantage on everyone.
No one else has to roll a dex save in here, but you wouldn't know that. So you. In the room. What'd you roll?
16.
13.
Okay, so she fails.
Cool. And then I immediately just once I see that no one else is there,
Okay.
So this is
there's no one else in the room.
another person who wants to kill you guys.
It's a creature. It can phase in and out of this plane, I think. Or go invisible. The one we fought before could go invisible, but this one would just...
It's like every fucking day there's a new enemy with you people.
I'm sorry.
All right. Should I go into the room?
I think we should all go.
All right, I will lead the way.
Okay.
I stand up.
Okay. You walking past the cloth ball?
Is the cloth ball? Is it like the string going into the room?
It's just tied like a package.
Oh,
Can I like
Poke it.
hit it with my sword?
You just do anything?
Can I kick
Man.
it? Or like no?
Kick it just against the wall.
I'll pick it up.
Okay, so you pick it up.
What is it? Just a cloth ball?
Looks to be holding something as you pick it up.
I can't. It's our fault.
Yes, my best.
We're in this together now.
But you don't have to open it.
I'll unravel it slowly.
Okay. You look upon the cloth. And as you peel away layers of its crumpled form, blood looks to be dried on it, soaked into it. And as you get deeper, the cloth is drenched in it, no longer dried, but soaking wet with blood. Eventually, you open it to its center. You reveal a strange texture existing just beyond your fingertips and behind the last layer of linen. You reveal the center and the contents of the cloth and find strange off-white lumps covered in blood, along with bundles of strange string-looking bits that look to have been swirled in on them themselves.
Have I seen anything like this?
Medicine check if you want. Medicine check if you want.
Do I get my background proficiency? It doesn't matter. I just rolled a 3.
17, baby.
Jesus. Dirty 20.
You know what the lumps are. Those look to be Achilles tendons.
Yuck.
The string looks to be nerve endings swirled in on each other, tied in knots.
Why would she give us this?
To prove that she's hurting people.
As you look upon the disturbing contents of the cloth, a creaking noise can be heard once more just outside of the door.
Just outside. I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast if that creature comes through the door.
You looking through?
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'll just push open the door with my sword.
So looking out, you see the old man, apparently sneaking down the stairs with an exaggerated posture. As you look out, he
Can I hold person?
No.
try.
I can try.
Immediately begins to run. You can try. Wisdom save. Natural 20.
You fucking weighted dice ass.
As he, you hear,
I can't let that thing get out.
Running away?
no? Seems to be running further into the house.
We can't let it get
We
out.
have to go after it.
It's been hurting things, yeah.
So start going.
Yep.
Okay. So, you walk down the stairs with caution, seeing the front door once again slightly ajar, and what appears to be stone blocking the entrance entirely.
Well,
The entire home looks different now. No rooms where there appeared to be before. The wood is now dilapidated, shoddy. Floorboards sticking up, cobwebs littering the corners, and any windows you see have been blocked with stone as well. As your feet land upon the wood of the first floor, you hear creaking underneath you. Stops as soon as you hear it. Looking down and to the right, you see a previously hidden latch door that leads underneath the home, sitting slightly ajar.
Alright.
It's obviously leading us down, but there's nothing else. Can we prepare something?
I do not know what to prepare.
I'm gonna prepare the bubbling black and purple substance we found in the safe in I don't know what it is. I can ritual cast identify. That would take 10 fucking minutes.
We'll just sit up here. It's like just, when are you guys coming down?
It's dark down there, I would assume.
You didn't look in.
I can send my familiar down.
Okay, alright. Do we have Hithgold?
I do have Hithgol. I'm gonna
Hithgold's always
kind of
just like,
motion to Hithgol to get small and go into my bag.
Send
I'm gonna try and persuade him.
Hithgold, go.
Hithgol, shush. Get into my bag.
Hithgold, go in for us. Thank you.
Tell us if it's scary in there.
Sacrifice your
Does
soul.
does he listen to me? Does he get small?
Hithgol?
Yeah.
No. He appears to already be small, but as you say to go, he
He's like teeny right now. Okay, I'm gonna take him really carefully.
Eat him.
I'm gonna put him in the Erlendite, the cup that says like best dad that I got in the ruin, and just kind of cushion him in some other stuff,
Okay.
and then close my bag.
Okay.
So I can go first.
I can send my mouse down.
I'm calling down another story.
If you want to send
Okay,
your mouse, but
call
at the
down
same
another
time I
story.
can just go down and I can take a beating.
No, if we're going down, we're going down together.
Well, but we have to go down one at a time anyway, so I might as well just go down first.
I'm gonna send my mouse down. And just see through its eyes and just be commanding it.
Okay. You see a ladder that leads deep into the ground. Dim firelight, seen about 20 feet below.
Okay. Can my mouse make it down the ladder at all? Fucking should have had it be a raven. It's fine.
Alright.
Okay, I just recall it.
Am I going?
Yes.
Alright.
I can cast dancing lights into the space. There's a bit of firelight.
So can I, but I can see in the dark. So maybe if I go first, then you can't cast dancing lights after me.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay.
Now we go.
As you step upon the ladder, its thick rungs crackle underneath your weight. Some feeling as if they might snap as you progress downward. As each of your heads plunge beneath the floor, you enter into a momentary area of pitch blackness before reaching the bottom, hearing only your companion's footsteps upon the wooden ladder and a gentle whistling of air streaming in from above you. As the last of you, Eupheme, descends into the depths, the latch. You hear air. And you hear the mechanism that held the latch door in place fail. Followed by the latch falling, creating an even greater presence of darkness all around you and silencing the sound of whistling air. After a few seconds, the first of you, Dagamaris, reaches the bottom, looking down a tunnel reminiscent of catacombs. The walls are roughly carved, held aloft by thick wooden beams, nearly overtaken by sediment pulled over the wood by water and time. The minerals taking the shape of white, grainy nodules that appear to drip every so often down the rest of the wood and onto the other mineral-infested portions of the walls. The tunnel looks to be about 10 feet wide and around 15 feet tall, lit dimly by oil lanterns that appear to be cracked and very thoroughly decayed. The tunnel seems to stretch on for quite some time, no end in sight. What would you like to do?
Alright, should I go up ahead?
Yeah, I got your back. You casted dancing lights, right?
We're in oil light. We're in lantern light now, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dimly. There's bits where it doesn't cover it.
I
Swaths
will
of blackness.
send one out just to make sure that there's nothing hiding in those dark corners.
Okay.
Well, I guess I could also just see.
You can.
I can't.
Can I try and perceive anything in those shadowy?
There are many.
All right, then I'm sending my lens
Do you
down.
remember the night hag? Do you remember how it used to attack?
It would phase in and out of.
How would it hit us? Do you remember?
Was it casting spells? Dina can't remember because Dina has a bad memory.
She casts spells.
She casts spells. She's a mage. She can use magic. I did not.
Then
How long do I have to spend to try and...
I use a 3rd level spell, and I use Enhance Ability on Vivian and I. Sorry. The target, I want to give us Cat's Grace, so now we have advantage on dexterity checks
Okay.
until the spell ends.
Can you give me...
Something else?
You're gonna.
Can you give me 3 minutes
Before doing that spell?
before we proceed?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but I cast that spell, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast...
But that's at 3rd level, so I get the both of us. No, that's for an hour, but it's also concentration. Which is advantage on dexterity. Shit.
I'm gonna spend 3 minutes preparing counterspell.
3 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep in mind that you guys have been in down here for about a minute and a half already. Okay.
Yes.
In the tunnel.
Alright.
Okay.
It's an hour.
So you spend 3 minutes. Casting what?
Not casting. Preparing counterspell.
Preparing counterspell.
It's a minute per spell level to prepare in the middle of
Okay.
the day.
So you prepare counterspell. After 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright.
Okay.
And then I continue.
Eupheme, you should stay in the middle.
Are you going slowly or are you going quickly?
I just start going quickly.
Okay, I go quickly too. I want to try and keep my eye out for anything though.
Same.
So it is Dagamoris, Eupheme, and Vivian.
And then Icklid in the back.
Yes, and Icklid will just be Nasu for
Yeah.
I would like to pull up the rear since I
Okay.
can see in the dark, and I don't think Icklid can.
No, I can't.
Okay, yeah. But I would like to be keeping my eye out.
Okay. So, as you're about to move, the lantern flickers out. And for a moment, you pitch blackness. You hear from all deep away, further than the 10 feet you remember the walls being. You hear that. And a faint sound. Sounds like maybe children weeping, screaming. Very faint. I need each one of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it. That's what I should have chosen.
Oh, yeah.
But it's checks, not a saving throw.
That's true.
Wisdom 17.
17?
22.
11.
11. All 3 of you succeed.
Hell yes.
Christ.
You all take
What? You all succeed. You all take.
this is separate. You'll take
Great.
2 damage.
Perfect.
And you cannot seem to see in front of you at all. No light. But as you know the direction that you were going, you out of the darkness. You see gouges, like spoon scoops of your flesh out. 2 of them. Each of you. As you look behind you, you can see perfectly fine.
Is that magical darkness?
Was it magical darkness? Was it just like...
Not when you're looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, when I cast darkness, I don't get to take spoonfuls of people's flesh, so. Maybe. Alright.
I'm casting light on my sword,
See.
on the hilt of my sword.
You continuing fast?
It's still a tunnel.
Still a tunnel.
Yeah. I'm going fast.
Okay.
I know.
So-
Go slow. Walk backwards.
You continue to walk, or you want to run or do you want to walk at a normal pace?
Walk at a
If
normal.
we run, can we not like perceive things around us?
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
I want
we'll
to
just
walk.
Yeah,
You want to walk at a normal pace.
Yes.
Keep
Okay.
my eyes peeled.
You continue to walk through the narrow corridors of the space, seeing more stone, hardened minerals, and soil all around you, along with the wooden beams and oil lanterns that intermingle it all sparsely. No. However,
I
What?
just want to, because I remember the last time we went against the Night Hag, I ran into a tripwire. So I want to try and look out for tripwires.
again, I'm just explaining what you're seeing.
That's fine. I just wanted to let you know.
That's good.
Before you're like, and then you trip a tripwire. I'm like, no, I wanted to look out for that.
Yeah, I've never done that. So, however, eventually, you begin to see pockets, shelves, and caved-in holes within the walls. You see skulls lining the walls now, femurs, ribs, ulnas, and sternums all piled and stuffed within the soil and stone. The same minerals coating some of them, morphing their form and creating horrible visages that resemble the monsters of the Underdark. They appear to spill out, some trapped in sediment, others crushed upon the floor, some simply snapped at the corners. Regardless, you begin to hear the crunching of bones underneath your feet as you continue, the subtle snap of the calcium, and the crushing of dust to some of them, mingling of textures and sounds all around you. If you want to make perception checks, you can.
I would also
Actually,
like to,
only the person in front can.
I would like to.
Well, it's a 10-foot tunnel, so you guys could technically be going 2 by 2 if you would like.
19.
I want to make a perception check just to keep an eye out behind me, but I also would like to briefly apologize to the party and then raise some bones.
Okay, so you raise a skeleton.
Okay.
You use your hit
And
dice.
then look behind me.
Again, it is a... You are going to have trouble finding enough pieces that are complete, so it is a... I'm going to say use half of the hit dice that you roll.
Okay. But I can still only do one.
Yes. And
Okay.
you're making a perception check.
Perception. So perception was 16, and then I need to roll my hit dice.
Make an intelligence check for me as well.
I rolled a 19.
I know.
Just flat.
Mhm.
Okay, 9.
Okay. You begin to notice as you continue walking down the tunnel that every once in a while a lantern behind you. 19. So you continue?
Yeah, and then
I'm just following.
Should we turn around at any point? Just keep going.
I don't think we can turn around.
Yeah, there's no point in going back.
All right. Then we keep going.
Okay.
All right.
So after about 15 minutes, you reach a triple split in the catacombs. One right in front of you, and one on either side.
I don't see this.
No, you do.
Oh, okay.
Again, it's lit by a lantern.
Which way do you want to go?
Sorry, I'm doing necromancer math.
Just choose one.
All right.
Euphemus is uninterested.
they all look
They're
exactly.
just- They're like, how do we know?
They all look exactly the same.
Well,
Can I just yell down one of or just yell?
Stop being so scared of us. Come get us.
I run. No, I'm kidding. I don't run. I yell at them.
okay.
I'm
So
trying to listen to
echoes.
each one, see if I can hear the children.
Can't hear anything.
Perception check.
22.
You don't hear anything other than the echo of his voice.
I'm tired of this.
It's
I'm
pretty
tired.
decrepit on the floor, right? I mean, like, this whole place is pretty decrepit. Is there any disturbed dust or earth in front of any one of the particular tunnels?
Now remember, The hags that you chased left no trace.
I want to kill these hags so badly. I'm tired of walking. What direction? Do you have a choice?
Any way of finding out?
Another. In the back.
We should just pick one and go.
Alright, I'm choosing the left.
Okay, so you go left. Continue for about 20 minutes or so. And you find another branching of paths. One in front of you, one to the right.
Unless you have a different choice, I'm going straight.
I don't know.
Okay,
Just, I
there
think
was-
if we stand still, then we'll get attacked by that
I agree, that's
thing
why
again.
that's why I say we just go forward.
There's straight and then to which direction?
To the right.
I'm not getting caught up like the fucking shards again.
That's why I was like, just choose one.
I'm going straight.
Okay.
I just start going straight.
Okay. So, after about 5 minutes, the wall's still lined with bones, still crunching under your feet. You see with your dark vision, dead end.
Alright, I don't see anything. Let's turn around.
Okay.
So you turn around, it takes you another 5 minutes
To get back.
to get back to that same place.
To the right?
To the right.
To the
Right.
left, you mean?
To
No?
the left now.
Well,
left,
now
yeah.
it's the left.
Okay, so you take a left. You continue down the catacomb paths ahead of you. The fragments still crunching under your feet while the skulls and other bones still spill out from the walls. Ahead of you is a small divot in the stone that spills out into the path, hindering your view of what lays ahead.
Keep going. Am I leading at this? I'm still leading at this point. Okay. I just go.
Okay. So peeking around, you see a path stretch out in front of you. Bones still lining the path. However, you see, mingling with the bones and hanging from the ceiling, what appear to be dozens of wooden dolls. Their bodies are hastily put together with thick straw, with rotten and petrified wood. As you get closer, you see at their core, within the straw, are fingers, somehow preserved, some wriggling with maggots. Looking ahead, you see hundreds of them continuing down the tunnel for many tens of feet.
Is there any religious significance to them or any like iconography on them?
Make a religion check.
Or any arcane use for it?
How long have we been walking down this
An
path?
Arcana check. What?
An hour, probably.
It took you about another 5 minutes to get to that point.
So total, are we at 20, 15, 5, 5? So yeah, an hour. All right. So then enhanceability is no good anymore.
Religion. 14.
14. You do not know.
17 arcana.
Arcana
You do
right?
see some bits of what it could be a ritual of some sort.
Can I roll religion?
Sure.
24.
An Arcana check.
Did you say religion or arcana?
Religion?
What, did either one? Did I get a
Religion
choice?
would be.
My proficiency.
Yeah.
24.
So, you remember reading about Persephone within the Underdark. All of these dolls resemble the same person. And you remember Persephone having a vendetta against a specific deity, though you cannot remember which one.
These don't look like Persephone. They just all look like the same individual. Gotcha,
What's
gotcha.
the... Oh, there's a word for that. You like burn effigies? Are they effigies to something? Someone?
Alright.
Maybe.
They seem. I don't know if they're ritualistic, and they're.
Are you continuing to walk while you
Continuing to walk, yeah.
Okay.
We should be careful. These have some signs of being
arcane,
All right.
So, like, they could attack us.
maybe.
Yes, the little stick people.
Can we like sneak through this area?
Make a stealth check.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Stealth at disadvantage. 17, baby.
Natural one.
10.
Okay. So
Wow, I'm rolling like
Loud boy goes.
Icklid will roll as well.
Only written that on Yikmiel. Whatever that word
16.
was. Yeah.
Big
boy.
teams. Okay.
Yeah.
So you continue.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue, you feel. You brush against one. Feel it gently grasp you.
No.
God.
Gross.
No noise.
It's just holding on to me.
Just looks to hold on to you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
It's 14.
14.
Only enhanced ability was used.
Okay. So you look ahead and you see on Dagamoris one grasps. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Awful.
A 5.
A 5?
5, yeah.
Okay.
Unless if it was under an hour, but I
No.
don't think it was.
So you grasps onto you. You feel something tugging, and you see this as well. The string appears to stretch like sinew coming out of the wall.
Gross.
Try and move. Your movement speed is reduced by 1/5.
Can I
Okay,
shoot it?
Cool.
With what?
I don't do that.
Like an Eldritch Blast?
Sure. Just try and make an attack roll.
String.
Not the thing itself. The connecting string.
Yeah, the string. I figured.
Hit deck.
That is a 26.
26. So that does hit. But it doesn't seem to get removed. However, as you all sit there, more start to swing towards
Okay,
you.
guess we're
As you
running.
swing, you need to make a dexterity saving throw, and so does Icklid. What'd you make?
It's 19.
19. So both Icklid and Vivian are able to move. Your movement speed is still cut by 1/5. However, as you begin to pick up pace, the ones that rest with the bones, not connected to the ceiling,
No.
appear to slowly slide down the stone walls and begin crawling on the ground towards all of you. The only sound emanating from their forms is a small tapping and scraping of straw upon the stone. Their movements are strange. Only one joint in their arms and legs connected to the torso, and the speed of their movements themselves looks choppy, as if lit by a strobe light, sort of coming towards you. They're not fast, but they all appear, dozens upon dozens of them, all up the path. Are you running now?
Yes.
Okay. So you running through the path, the dolls smacking against you, but some. I need you to make a dex save. I need you to make a dex save. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
18.
18,
21.
21,
10.
10. And Icklid rolls an 11. You feel one latch onto you. You feel the string. I need everyone to make another dexterity saving throw.
4.
Another 10.
16.
Another 10. Okay. 10, 16,
4.
4. Okay. So, you two feel one of the ones on the ground just silently grab
And I
onto you.
Can't, like, if I try to cut them off with my
That's
sword?
part of the dex save.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So you feel it latch onto you. You lose 1 maximum HP. You lose 1 maximum HP.
Permanently?
Temporarily, it
Okay.
seems. Okay. So you keep running through another round of dexterity saving throws. Again, these two are getting left behind a bit.
Run faster, guys.
Spells.
Dex save?
Again?
Yes. Another one.
Another.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Did you roll?
22.
22.
That was fucking cocked. I wish it wasn't, but 12.
18.
18. Okay. Natural 1 for Icklid. Icklid, 1 grasps onto the back of his head. His movement speed is also reduced by 1/5. The 3 of them lagging behind as the sinews still stretch, even now. Another dexterity saving throw from all of you.
Can I try and cast like a spell?
By
on
the
them?
way, another 1 HP removed from you, maximum.
Wow.
But
Can I-
speed
can I-
isn't
Can I try and cast
continually
a spell on them
reduced.
at all?
Mhm.
Speed by 1/5?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just reduced by 1/5 right now.
Yeah, okay.
Can I try and cast a spell on one of them?
Which spell?
I would like to cast just
18
a
baby.
firebolt on the one on my foot.
18,
12.
12. Fireball?
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
The one on your
Okay.
foot, yeah.
Yeah, I just failed another one.
What'd you roll?
8.
8? Okay. Roll another dex save.
22.
22. Okay. So you see more coming from the sides, soundless. All of them, a cacophony, an orchestra of wood and straw upon stone. You manage to kick the ones near you aside. Another dexterity saving throw for all of you.
12.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. 12.
Another 22.
22. Okay. All of you managing to maneuver all through. Another dex save, though.
14.
By the way, another 1 point max HP gone.
Can I cast Dispel Magic?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
What would you roll?
14.
14?
30, 20.
Dirty 20?
9.
9? Okay, so you feel another one. Attach on. You lose another 1 point
'Kay.
maximum.
And he goes.
Can I cast Dispel Magic?
On 1, yes.
It says a magical effect.
On one of
It says one creature, object, or magical effect.
them. Because this is an object.
Okay, then I don't want to waste a 4th level spell slot on one of them.
Okay.
Pokemon
So you
leash.
continue to run. However, again, Icklid, unless you were staying behind.
Is he
No.
left behind?
No? Okay, so you're running. You begin to see, as you progress forward, the lanterns dimming, going out behind you as you run, as you continue to go forward. Another dex save.
Natty 20, baby.
Natural 20. What'd you roll?
A 10.
10? That's the DC.
18.
18. Okay. Icklid.
We're rolling like such shit.
Okay.
Can't be
Icklid,
told.
another one. Attaches onto him. 2/5 of his movement speed gone. As he continues to run forward, I need to make another dex save, all of you.
This is
13.
You lose another 1 max HP. You lose another 2 max HP.
11.
11? Okay, so you feel 1. You lose 1 max HP. What'd you roll?
30, 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
13 was fine.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Icklid, another one. Onto his leg.
I wish I could
Can
see
you stop
him.
rolling so terribly?
I'm just so far in front of him. I wouldn't be like.
No, he's far behind at this point.
So how far ahead am I?
Pretty far.
You're the
I'd say you're about.
furthest one ahead?
I'd say you're about 30 feet ahead.
Oh,
How far
How
ahead
far
are
away am I from Icklid?
From Icklid?
Yeah.
10 feet away?
Okay, I can.
both of us?
Yeah,
I'm-
you're both at the same speed.
Okay.
So, you eventually Eupheme burst out from it. You look behind you and you see the others struggling along. Eventually, you two break free as well. The strings releasing and the dolls on the ground. However, the ones on your legs from the thumb that's inside some of them, veins begin to, like worms, spiraling around,
Out of it?
making a small, fleshy mass with a morphed, lopsided face upon it. You see 4 of them as Icklid comes off, jumps off as it made initiative check, all 4 of them.
15.
16.
Okay.
19.
I want to kick some little meat things.
Yeah, I was like, could I just
Okay,
get back
so-
into the other room?
As you see them fall off of you, what are you doing, Vivian?
Okay, so there's 4 of them. I wish I could target more than one thing, but I can't seem to do that. I'm gonna cast, Firebolt on one of them.
Firebolt. Make an attack roll.
23.
23? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's, wow. Ooh, bad damage. 5 points fire damage.
5 points. So you, as it
Okay.
just flames upon it, looks to be dying.
Okay.
It is now Eupheme's turn.
How many are there?
4. 3 now.
I'm going to pull out my sword and open my mouth as a ghostly face kind of protrudes out of mine and spits green fire on my blade. I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade, and I'm going to attack one of them.
Attack one. Make an attack roll.
Ooh, that's an 8 plus 7, 15?
That hits.
Max damage.
Nice. We love to see
12
it happen.
points plus. So that's 16 points on one of them, and then one like within 5 feet gets 7 points.
Okay, so you stab down as the green flame absorbs it. Hops to the next one. Fall to the ground, both of them dead. Still, but unmoving.
Fucking gross.
It is now Dagamaris' turn.
How many are left?
1.
1 is in front of me. I'm going to firebolt it.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Yeah, firebolt.
It's a 12.
Okay, that hits.
Perfect. Then we will do damage. 14 points of damage.
So you all 4 of them appear to be out of commission. Just gently on the ground.
We should keep moving.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Iglid,
see
are
another
okay?
lantern down the hall. Extinguished.
Iglid, are you okay?
No, but I can continue.
All right. I'll lead if you want me to.
Okay. So
I'll
as you
drive the
turn
rear
around,
again.
which one of you is leading?
Do you want me to lead? Yeah. I'll lead.
Okay, so Dagamaris, you run about a minute. Find another split. Directly in front of you. One to the right.
Which direction?
Looks to be going right and a bit down.
Right.
Right.
Right and a bit down?
Yep.
Okay, so you running now?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say your speed is doubled at this point as you run through.
Should my bones have been making dexterity saves?
No, they weren't interested at all in the bones. You continue to run through, and as you come to a split, looks to be a three-way split. The path behind you, a path like this, down to the right, and a path to your left, the lantern that lights it fades as soon as you get into the split. You hear,
Down the hall behind us?
no.
Oh.
Right where you are. It appears to. You are enthralled in darkness once more.
The light goes out on my sword?
You can't see it. You all take 4 points of damage. And make a wisdom saving throw. All 4 of you.
14.
14. 4.
5.
5. Both of you begin to hyperventilate. You have a panic attack. You are now frightened, and I control your character.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
For 6 seconds. You hear them. Both of them, you hear running off to the right, deeper into the darkness.
I start going. I follow that noise.
You follow them? Okay. Iklin's like, where are you going?
To the right.
Follows your voice as well. You take, all of you, 1 more point of damage. As you sit in there for 6 seconds. As
Permanent
you run
damage
in.
or just?
No, just damage. As you run through, you, after 6 seconds, both of you, have no idea where you are. You run into Eupheme. Eupheme's back. You feel that sort of push forward. What are you guys doing?
Next
Can we
time.
see or we're still
You
in
mean we have
darkness?
no idea at all that we were even down here?
No. You know that you guys are down here. You don't know what your bearings are right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you all make survival checks.
I would cast dancing lights.
Okay, so you
But I know I went to the right.
fades out. You do, but you
Gross.
don't know, like, the cardinal direction.
It's still dark.
It's still pitch black.
Survival.
You still hear
24.
24?
15.
15?
3.
3? You have no idea which direction. You both know the direction to go. However, 1 more point of damage to all 4 of you.
And what direction? You just mean straight.
Which direction did you want to go? Remember,
Well-
there was a triple split. There was one down to the right that you guys went down, one to the left that you didn't go down, and one behind that you came from.
And you said that I just rolled and I know which way to go down?
No. You
There's
just
one place that we
know
didn't go down.
where you are.
Oh.
Are we at a
Gotcha.
dead end?
No.
No.
Okay.
Just in pitch blackness.
Should we
But
keep
we've
going?
been down this way before.
You haven't. This is a new path down to the right.
This is, we went down to the right when we were at that split. Is this where we should keep going?
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic
I
now.
have no idea. I don't know.
Okay,
let
so you
us-
cast Dispel Magic. It has no effect.
Then let us keep going down this way.
Sure.
Alright, we keep going down the right path, the one that we went down.
Again, I will say that you saw darkness this way. Pitch blackness this way.
the one we were running toward?
No. The one that was down right that you guys.
The one that we
are-
ran
Oh,
down.
so
Yeah.
the lantern's caught up with us.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have to go back.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, then yes, we go back.
So you want to go up.
Yes.
then,
Back to
the
that-
left.
Back
yes,
up and
yes,
then...
yes.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
You'll
to me
take
now.
1 more point of damage.
So it's
'Cause I
temporary
guess I was
points.
confused. I was like,
Okay, so you, after about 30 seconds of that occurring, you run out more small
Yeah.
scoops.
oh, because we were in darkness. Understood.
Yeah.
Small scoops
I
of
thought I
your
ran
flesh
because I thought I could see you.
gone. You would assume that the Dispel Magic didn't work, as it is too large of a magical area that it affects, and you don't know where it's emanating from.
All right, let's go this way.
Okay, so you guys are heading up that way?
Running.
To the
Okay.
lights.
They're still off, but you do see a lantern right above you,
It's
still on.
Okay. And so now we're at the split.
No,
We're just
No, we
you're
went
past
through
the
that.
split. You're
No,
going
just
left.
fucking go. Yeah, you go.
So you want to run?
Yes.
Okay, so you running even faster. Too fast to see the lanterns extinguishing, but it takes you about 20 minutes. You find another split. One in front of you and one to the right that curves to the left.
Which direction?
Are both lit?
Both are lit.
Just choose one. If we're wrong, then
Right.
You want to go to the right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you run through. You see more of those effigies hanging from the ceiling. More mingling with the bones. Are you
Should
just
we turn
running
around
through?
or should we keep going?
Can we see through the other end?
going.
They're still light.
Okay,
Keep going?
let's just go.
Just
All right.
Okay, so you, as all of them start to clap on you, on your chest, on your armor, and you see them sliding down the walls once more. Everyone, deck stays.
11.
Okay, 11,
18.
12.
12. Okay, so all of you avoid the hanging ones. Deck saves again. I'm gonna have you, Dina, roll for Akelid.
15.
15,
30, 20.
30, 20.
18 for me, 4 for Iklid.
4 for Akelid?
Plus whatever his dex is. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
attaches onto his leg again. He takes 1 point of damage.
Sorry, Iklid.
Okay. You continue to run through. Deck saves all of you.
13.
13.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
6 for me, 11 plus whatever for Iklid.
Okay. So you. A fifth of your movement speed gone.
And
Another round of deck
Still a
saves.
fifth was gone from that previous one.
No. It's
Oh.
gone once it
Okay,
disconnected from you.
Gotcha.
So you have 1/5
I was like, that's a
missing
lot
of
of
your
math.
movement speed. Another deck save, all of you.
Let's go. 2.
Natural 20 for me, 19 for Iklid.
Okay.
10.
10. Okay. So both of you onto your leg. Both of you take 1 point of temporary hit point loss. As one is attached onto your legs.
Temporary hit point loss.
Max
and
hit
that's
point loss.
still attached from the previous one as well. Okay.
Just want to make sure that I was doing
Okay. Deck saves all around.
8, baby.
15.
Let's
15.
fucking go.
Under 10 for me and 10 plus for
Okay.
Iklid.
I don't have
So-
any more bardic inspiration, guys.
Both of you. Is one.
Does Iklid have plus 0 to dex?
This is the most hugs I've ever gotten in my life.
1/5 gone for you. 2/5 gone for you.
Speed, baby.
Vivian begins to struggle against the string. Another deck save for all of you.
Are we allowed to do actions during this?
Yeah.
Baby, 9.
give
Let's
guidance
go.
to-
Nine. Another one attaches
Vivian's
onto
doing
you.
slower.
2 temporary hit points. 2 max hit points gone for you, temporarily.
Can I give Vivian guidance?
Would you roll for deck save first?
6 plus 11, 17.
Okay. You take 1 point max HP loss.
Wow.
16 for
Seven-
Iklid, natural 1 for me.
Okay. So another one attaches onto you.
A dex check and a dex saving throw wouldn't be the same thing, right?
You lose 1
I
max
lose
hit.
them for 17?
What? No. You already had one attached onto you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, every turn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I lose another game? No. Not yet.
Okay. At that point, you
Nice.
out
Right.
of it, but they're still attached.
They didn't.
All
They
of
don't
them?
appear, but they don't appear to be removing themselves.
Can I
Wait.
cut it?
You want to cut it off of you?
We'll try.
Okay. So you try and do that.
I'm just gonna keep running if they're still.
They're still attached onto you.
I don't give a fuck.
But we're
Okay.
out of the
You
thing.
take another 1 point max HP.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
Uh,
toll the dead the one on my foot.
15.
No effect.
Oh my god.
15?
Yeah.
So you have to carve into yourself
Gross.
as you feel a tube coming from it and into you, and as you see a vein
God.
in your leg, and as you chunk of your flesh comes off with it. You take 2 points of damage. Not max.
I have like a fucking kitchen knife. That's the best I have.
can
in
do
terms
that.
of a blade, so I'm gonna start gouging them.
Make
off
an
of it.
attack roll.
All right, then
You have 2 on you.
I know.
I start doing that as well.
You take another point of damage.
14 plus
Max,
right? Max.
probably minus 3.
What'd you
for
get?
strength.
What'd you
It was I rolled a 14, but I
A
have
14?
minus
Yeah. All right. So you have 2 on you.
Yeah.
So you take 4 points of damage.
What are we rolling?
An
Strength,
attack?
athletics,
Just
or an
strength?
attack.
Oh,
We,
okay.
we can do attack.
An attack. An
Mhm.
attack
Mm-hmm.
with like my greatsword.
With anything.
So an 18
Yeah. So that hits. You take 2 points.
because I have 2 on me.
No, sorry.
3.
Then you take 4.
I have 3 on me.
You have 2.
Okay.
You take
4.
4 points of damage. As you leave the strings, and the dolls on the ground.
They start growing.
No.
How's Eklund?
So if they do, I start immediately.
The clit is. Can you take it off of me, please, please,
Yeah,
please?
I'll help out. I'll help Eklund.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Ah, that's bad.
Oh,
You hit him in the face.
11.
11. That hits. So he takes
Okay.
2 points of damage as you see
Oh,
come off.
let's keep moving. We don't want to get stuck in that thing again.
You want to keep moving?
Darkness. Yes.
Okay. So you move for another 10 or so minutes. And you come to another split, like this. One to your left, one to your right. Down to the right, you see a lantern.
Left. Go.
Okay. So you go to the left. Begin running. Through everything. Catacombs still sprawling on either side of you, the bones spewing from the sides. After about 15 minutes, Vivian pulling up the rear, you see the last lantern behind you. Extinguish. You come to another crossing. Right or in front of you.
No lights going off on either one.
Which direction?
We went straight before, and right was
Right.
That's
Okay.
not right.
You want to go right?
No one answered. Unless you
Is
answer.
anyone else?
You
I
have
was,
an answer?
I was
I would-
talking, but
No, but
if
we're,
you're
we're running.
Right. Yeah, if you're running right, you're running right.
Where are you guys going?
We
Follow
can't
Dagomar,
separate.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the right. So you begin running for about 15 or so minutes. I'd say no. About 12 minutes. And after about 12 minutes, with your dark vision, you see a dead end.
Right.
Kate, back.
Turn around.
Okay, so you're running back.
Yep. That's
Okay, so you running, Iklid, the tears streaming from his face at this point. As you see the crossing once more, you see darkness on the left side of it from where you came. That lantern before extinguished. As you skid out, blackness flutters you. All of you, wisdom saving throws.
I wish I was more wise. But that's
21.
a natural 20.
21.
Nat 20.
11.
11. Okay, roll for Iklid.
6.
6 plus.
Yes.
7.
Wise.
Okay,
Yeah.
all of you succeed.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, so you burst out, all of you taking 2 points of damage. Again, scoops upon Dagomaris' cheek,
Those fuckers. My money.
bleeding.
maker.
Yeah. Where are you guys going?
Well,
The other path.
The-
The straight?
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
straight from where we came.
Again, you
originally,
only see darkness
but-
behind.
Yeah. Then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go straight. You continue even still through the twisted corridors of the Shrenten catacombs. No end in sight, and many a dead end dampening your spirits. However, as you continue down this path, you begin to hear some strange noises streaming out from down the hall.
We're about to fucking murder
The bones appear to be getting more fresh as you progress towards the noise. Sinew still clinging to the bone, and joints still molded into the tips of those that wear them. The sound takes shape, a chanting of sorts. Walking a few tens of feet further, you see at the edge of the last lantern's light a room, cackling laughter and chanting streaming from within. You see more light streaming in from the room, streaming out from the center and bathing the large space in a sickly, muddied red hue, and silhouetting not one, not two, but three oddly shaped humanoid beings.
Wow, we are going up against an actual coven, and I have most of my spell slots gone.
Getting even closer, you see the rest of the room. Bits of people strewn about the room with the scent of fresh flesh, rotten flesh, blood, and crushed bone filling the air. At the center of the room, you see three horrifically disfigured humanoid figures. You see a familiar, tall, pale figure, skin pocked and boils erupting on the skin, her smile filled with jagged and sharp teeth as she cackles, and a nose that appears to have been hewn off. Her eyes a dark, muddy crimson, bloodshot and murky. She's wearing a brown linen gown, her skin sagging over the tight twine knots, and around her waist a belt of human and elvish ears. You see another familiar figure, at least you do, an extremely tall and green-skinned woman with incredibly thin white hair and boils blistering on an elongated nose above sharp and jagged teeth. However, you see one that isn't so familiar. A massive woman with a horribly hunched back, basketball-sized tumors erupting from her back, with twigs and straw smashed in between the tumors they create. She stands around 10 feet tall, her hair coarse and slick with grease, like straw cut short, and black with large patches of baldness interspersed throughout. Her face is horrific, as if it had been beaten several times with a bat, thick scar tissue covering her left eye, her jaw greatly disfigured on the right, sloping inward. She wears a thin and incredibly dirty dress covered in shit, blood, and her own saliva. They appear to be dancing around a stitched mass of flesh, slowly taking form, blood seeping from the gaps in the stitching. Thick skin moist with blood, reflecting the light of a large magical fire behind the three hags. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Fun. Okay, so we're gonna go camp and take a long rest. Good shit. So the green ones from the island. Those from pools.
Thank you for joining us. If you're just tuning in, you can go over to our YouTube and catch up with the abridged episodes or the full episodes, all available on our YouTube, as well as a drunken recap done by one Dina Ingley. Hopefully we'll get more of those done by the other party, but we'll see. Again, if you wanted to catch up with any of the handouts, that's on our website as well. And we will be back next Saturday at around 6 to see what the turnout of this
To
is.
see us die.
TVK.
See us fucking perish. Remember that whole 2-hour conversation we had at the beginning? Didn't fucking matter.
Nah, I can take him.
You know what? I believe in you and you alone, Euphem.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens next week as the party fights the hags that killed Kelst and have been trailing them for months on end.
Yep.
The green hag killed Kelst.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Thank you. Again,
Skank
YouTube,
bitch.
yep, YouTube, website, all that good stuff. Thank you so much.
Love you, bye.
Bye.